Well, thank you very much for joining us on News Desk this morning. And as usual, you could always try and get interactive with us on all our social media networks. That is on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on WhatsApp. We'll be bringing to you all those contact details later on. But let's start off with some politics. And the New Patriotic Party is scheduled to hold an emergency congress to, among other things, decide on a roadmap as the party readies itself for election 2016. And we'll be speaking to a few people on this particular issue. Let's try and get to Martin Ejemen Sakosa, who is Director of Elections of the New Patriotic Party. We will try and bring, I'm told we do not have him on the line now, but we will try as much as possible to raise him on the line now. But let's put a hold onto that particular story and now move to other issues. And the acting chairman of the board of directors of the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority, SADA, says SADA is working assiduously to increase access to healthcare in that zone. Alhaji Adam Sule was speaking on the sidelines of a SADA zone roundtable meeting on health here in Accra. Now, he was worried that though there are many opportunities in the area of health, many of them are underlisted, underutilized, I mean.
So we take the human resource gaps. One is about retention. You see, Tamale is the only teaching hospital in the Savannah zone. They do generate teachers, medical students. We could retain a lot of those medical students. The problem is that in all of these districts, there's no accommodation even to keep them when they are doing their 1 year attachment. We have no accommodation. So number one, if we can provide the basic accommodation for student doctors and nurses and basic support mechanisms, this will be an important incentive. We need to construct basic accommodation in every district of the SADA zone.
And do you think they have the resources to construct this accommodation for them?
I'm sure that if we all find the importance of this, government, donors, and SADA, we can find the resources. It's not that big, a lot of money to construct a simple 3 or 4 bedroom house. In fact, it's not that expensive to provide a motorcycle to a doctor. I mean, if you provided 1 motorcycle to student doctors for 63 districts, that's only 63 motorcycles. They don't cost more than $2,500 per motorcycle. The issue is not really the size of money. It is to concentrate our minds on providing solutions. So that's one suggestion. The second is to reprioritize the way in which we fund, say, CHIPS compounds and health centers. We have to put more energy in the places that need them most. And we have examples of JICA working in the Upper West region. That has made a remarkable difference to health service delivery at the community level. We can do it if together with the Ghana Health Service and Ministry of Health, we prioritize to reflect the areas of greatest need. So money is not always the problem. A focus is and a collective, attention to priority may well be the issue. Then there is other infrastructure issues. Even where you have sufficient CHIPS compounds or a health referral center not too far away, many of them are inaccessible simply because some basic bridges don't exist in doing so. We have been discussing in the last few weeks with Millennium Promise, this is Professor Jeffrey Sachs' institution, about how we deploy telemedicine approaches with the use of ICT and referral systems that enable us to have the best quality care from a distance, even when you don't have the doctors on the ground.
Meanwhile, the Minister in charge of Development Authorities, Akwesi Oponfosu, has commended SADA for taking up projects that continuously improve the livelihoods of the people in the area.
Firstly, SADA has initiated one of the most successful renewable energy projects in the country, the SADA Solar Giga Project, envisaged a total contribution of 200 megawatts of electricity. The first phase, which entails the generation of a total of 20 megawatts, begins very shortly. Another commendable project, Mr. Chairman, being implemented by SADA is the Sicily Coupon Irrigation Project. This project is currently the most modern irrigation project in Ghana. The project entails the irrigation of 400 hectares of land and connected to a further 600 hectares of rain-fed plantation. This project is to be launched soon. Thirdly, Mr. Chairman, the SADA has rolled out a very ambitious agricultural input supply project. This project resulted in the provision of more than 270 tractors to small-scale farmers within the SADA zone. The effect has been dramatic. Not only has yields increased significantly, but farmers' incomes have risen in tandem. The project has supported the cultivation of more than 1,000 hectares of mangoes. Mr. Chairman, SADA accomplished these remarkable feats in less than 3 years of existence. Currently, with SADA firmly in place, the organization has become even more strategic, playing a catalytic role in several areas, and I would like to touch on a few of these. Firstly, SADA is concerned with the rapid delivery of public services with a view to reducing poverty, thereby improving the socio-economic opportunities and the general well-being of the people of the SADA zone. Secondly, Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, SADA is expending immense efforts aimed at opening up the SADA zone for private investment. The zone has immense resources and potential, and part of the strategy is to ensure the full exploitation of these resources to bring about economic transformation not only within the SADA zone, but Ghana at large.
Now, the Mampong Technical College of Education in the Ashanti region has been closed down over fears that more than 200 students who failed elective mathematics may be planning to burn down the school. Now, the students risk being sacked after they failed the compulsory paper and also failed to take advantage of a reset opportunity. In response, the students went on rampage on Monday. Now, some allegedly threw stones at school facilities, destroying 19 louver blades, with one student said to have been arrested. Ashanti regional correspondent Erastus Asaidonko joins us now with more on this. Erastus, good morning. If you can hear me, what is the situation at the school this morning?
Well, the situation this morning is that of calmness because the students have been asked to go home and report on Monday. So this morning, my checks indicate that none of the students are on campus at the moment. They are expecting to be back on Monday. But again, I've also been told that the principal of the school has gone to University of Cape Coast trying to reverse their decision and get a general course for the students. It will be recalled that this has been the underlying problem leading to the closure of the school.
Erastus, take us through one more time what actually happened. What brought about this whole thing?
Well, the students are saying that they saw adverts indicating that the Mampong Technical College of Education is offering a general course and an elective maths course. And they, knowing their stand when it comes to mathematics, they opted for the general course, applied for it, and got admission. Now, midway into their course, they are being asked to do compulsorily elective maths, which some of them say they are not conversant with. That wasn't the deal they applied for, and so they won't be able to do it. But the management is saying that if you do not pass the elective maths course, then they will have to refer you, you have to be repeated, or they will have to dismiss you. And that is what is creating the problem for the students, because 270 of them, I learned, have been asked to go home because they trailed in the elective maths course.
I see. So now, following the riots, you mentioned to us earlier that one student has been arrested. Do we know whether he's been let go, he's on bail, or he's still in police custody?
Well, he's a second-year student. He was granted bail yesterday by the police. Police inquiry bail has been given out. There is one other student who also joined in the stone throwing. That is what the police are saying. They are looking out for him. But this one has been granted bail yesterday to be reporting to the police for further investigation. Many
thanks for that update, Erastus Asaridonko, joining us live from the Ashanti region with some thoughts or with some more information on that particular situation at Mampong Technical School. We're taking a break here on News Desk. We'll return shortly with some more. Don't go away.